Hello, I'm Gord Brown, your Conservative candidate in this federal election. As the Member of Parliament for the past almost 7 years, I'm proud of my record of achievement and accomplishment in Leeds and Grenville. I grew up in this riding, I have business interests in this riding, I've served on a municipal council, and I've served on a number of volunteer boards. I believe that in order to serve a community, you need to know your community, and I know Leeds and Grenville intimately. That is why I've been so effective at getting results for our riding and all of Eastern Ontario. When we announced our Building Canada program, Leeds and Grenville was one of the first at the table. When the massive stimulus fund was announced in our economic action plan, Leeds Grenville was one of the first and largest recipients. In less than 2 years, more than $100 million of infrastructure projects were underway here in Leeds and Grenville that will carry our communities into the future. Projects such as the $33 million wharf replacement at the Port of Prescott, the Maritime Discovery Centre, the $23 million Brockville Water Pollution Control Project, a $1.1 million sewer separation project in Brockville, over $150,000 for Prescott Water and Sewer Works, the Elizabethtown-Kittley Industrial Park Access Road, and there was recreational facility work at the Memorial Centre, the Youth Arena, the Brockville Rowing Club, and the Brockville District Baseball Association. The pool in Prescott was upgraded, Elizabethtown-Kittley parks were upgraded, and Clifford Hall was restored. Economic development and jobs are important to Leeds and Grenville. I'm proud to say that I've helped bring jobs to the riding. I worked hard to ensure that the policies and funding were in place to attract greenfield ethanol to the riding. That has created jobs, markets for our farmers, and helped with the greening of Canada. The low tax policies introduced by our government will continue to bring more jobs into Canada, and I will always be there advocating for Leeds and Grenville. Meanwhile, the job picture has brightened here in Brockville. Over 200 jobs, net new jobs, were in fact created in Brockville in the last year. I fought for $2.7 million in increased funding for our Community Futures Development Corporations and an additional $500,000 for the Grenville CFDC so that they could help local businesses develop and grow and create jobs right here in Leeds and Grenville. I fought for over $10 million in funding for the Eastern Ontario Development Program, and that was in fact in our most recent budget. I started the Economic Roundtable series that took place over 16 months and helped refocus our energies on how best to develop Leeds and Grenville. My charity hockey games have raised more than $200,000 for the United Way of Leeds and Grenville. And every day, I and my staff work and fight in our office to make sure that the people can access government services and get a fair shake from the government. I regularly hold consultations on the budget process, consultations with farmers, and consultations with other groups and individuals. I and the Conservative government are keenly committed to agriculture. On my campaign website, I've included a substantial section on our government's accomplishments for agriculture over the past 5 years. I meet regularly with farmers in and with them and their national and provincial organizations and their representatives in Ottawa, and I work with them to get their messages to our provincial and national caucuses. I was happy to partner with the dairy farmers to help promote the chocolate milk campaign at my annual hockey night in Leeds Grenville charity fundraiser for the United Way, and that brought local publicity to the chocolate milk campaign. Our party continues to fight to get rid of the wasteful and ineffective long gun registry that targets farmers and hunters. In the House, I have spoken up in support of private property rights. Our government recognizes the importance of agriculture to the Canadian economy and has listened to and taken action on the priorities of Canadian farmers. From defending supply management to restricting imports of milk protein concentrates to clarifying and harmonizing cheese standards to eliminating and replacing the former government's failed case program, we have answered your concerns and moved forward with your solutions. Since coming to office in 2006, Stephen Harper's government has been implementing a low-tax plan for jobs and growth. The Prime Minister's steady economic leadership has steered the country through the worst global recession since the 1930s. Canada's Economic Action Plan has helped the country emerge from the global recession as one of the world's top-performing advanced economies. Ladies and gentlemen, the choice in this election is clear. A stable, majority Conservative government led by Stephen Harper that will help guide us through the remainder of the economic downturn and bring us to a brighter future in Canada, or the reckless tax and spend coalition led by Michael Ignatieff in conjunction with Jack Layton and Gilles Duceppe with a veto over everything. Ladies and gentlemen, the Conservative government's accomplishments and platform are clear. The platform is available at my website, www.gordbrown.ca. My record for Leeds and Grenville is solid. I've been here for our community now for almost 7 years as the Member of Parliament. I always put Leeds and Grenville first. On May 2nd, please vote so I can continue my work. Please vote Gord Brown. Thank you very much.